In 1869, the Great Stupa of Sanchi was being eyed for a heist. European empires wanted it not to worship but to dismantle. They wanted to pack them into crates, ship them across the ocean to sit in a coal museum in London. One of the world's greatest Buddhist treasures was about to be stripped for parts. But then, the unexpected happened. It wasn't a Buddhist army that saved it. It wasn't a Hindu king who drew a line in the sand. It was a dynasty of Muslim queens. While the world was busy looting India's past, the Begums of Bhopal stepped out from behind the veil to protect a faith that wasn't theirs. This is the story of how a line of powerful women saved the legacy of an emperor they were supposed to have forgotten. Before the queens, there was the butcher, a man who didn't just win wars, he ended worlds. But at the massacre of Kalinga, something snapped. Standing in a river of blood, the king realized that you cannot build a kingdom on a mountain of corpses. He traded his blade for a bowl. He traded his anger for Sanchi. He built a monument so massive, so intricate, it was meant to outlast time itself. A stone prayer for a world without violence. But time is a predator. The monks disappeared, the chants died out, the jungle moved in like a slow-motion tidal wave, choking the stupa in vines until it became a ghost in the trees. Forgotten. Until the Begums found it. Enter Shah Jahan Begum and Sultan Jahan Begum. In an era where women were told to stay silent and stay hidden, these Muslim rulers were managing a kingdom. When the British came knocking, asking to carry away Sanchi's famous stone gateways, the Begums played a masterstroke of diplomacy. They didn't just say no, they funded the restoration themselves. They poured their treasury into a faith they didn't practice, building museums, funding guest houses, ensuring that Ashoka's dream didn't end up as a trophy in a British hallway. Think about the irony. A Buddhist temple built by a Hindu-born emperor, saved by the grit and gold of Muslim queens. Today, Sanchi doesn't just stand, it dominates. Tourists take photo of the stone, but they're actually looking at a miracle of coexistence. History survives because people chose to care. We remember Ashoka's name because the Begums of Bhopal remembered his stones. Next time you hear the different worlds can't live together, look at the Great Stupa. It's been standing for 2,000 years, protected by the very people you'd least expect. The guardians of silence are still watching. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel if you want to